Well, I am ready to do a review for grammar because it won't be long and we should be able to do a check on your ability to know a compound sentence. But I felt we also needed to review before we could start to think about what is the characteristics that is going to identify, first of all, a simple sentence. And yes, we said that each sentence should have a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop in punctuation at the end. However, those could be a setup because even though you might have a capital letter at the beginning and a punctuation at the end, it may not be a full sentence unless it has a subject. Remember, the subject is the noun doing or being, and it also must have a verb, which is the action. So it has to have the subject, the noun, doing something or being something. Now, again, it may wind up having the subject and it may have the verb, but if it doesn't make sense, it cannot count as a sentence. Now, this is a slide from in your Seesaw grammar folder. And so you have these as notes to know what is a sentence. Remember, we took a test on sentences versus fragment. So once we can remember what is absolutely in a sentence to be a sentence, we went, and I'm scrolling, we watched simple and compound sentences. I'm going to come back and we're going to view that together on this video. I wound up making this set of notes that is also found in your Seesaw grammar folder so that when we find a compound sentence, you know that it has to be a simple sentence. It has to have the subject, it has to have the verb, and it could be all by itself. You also have a second sentence that has the subject, it has the verb, and it could be all by itself. To make it a compound sentence, I've added in the red, comma. So instead of it ending in a full punctuation, whatever that sentence might have been, we're going to take out, throw out that in punctuation and give it a comma, add a conjunction, which could be and, or, so, but, or because. And most often you're not even going to use because. There are times you can use because and it's not because it's a compound sentence. So we're not wanting to get that confused. And, or, so, and but. Again, you may use them, but unless you are joining two separate sentences, it's not a compound sentence. Compound sentence means sentence, another sentence, and it's joined or bridged in the middle by comma and adding a conjunction. So let's go watch the video, and then we're going to look at what is your live worksheet assignment that I'd like you to complete, but I will have to send you the link. And again, you can watch this video on your own, but we're going to watch it together.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
Hello there! In this video, we're going to learn about identifying and creating simple and compound sentences. What's a simple sentence? A simple sentence shows one complete idea, which means it has one subject and one predicate. If you want to watch the subject and predicate video, scroll down to the description box below and you'll find the link to that video. Assuming you know what a subject and predicate is, let's look at a few simple sentences. A cat chased a mouse. We have one subject, a cat, and one predicate, chase the mouse. This together, one subject and one predicate, is a complete sentence and is a simple sentence. Let's make another simple sentence. My uncle fixed my bike. There is one subject, my uncle, and one predicate, fixed my bike. One subject, one predicate. Again, this is a simple sentence. A compound sentence is a little different. Let's learn more about it. A compound sentence is made when two or more simple sentences are joined together with a conjunction. A conjunction is like a bridge that connects two sentences like and, but, so, and because. One thing you need to remember is to put a comma before the conjunction when joining two full sentences. So, let's take a look at a compound sentence, shall we? A cat chased a mouse, but the mouse ran into a hole. Let's break it down. Subject and predicate. That's one simple sentence. Subject and predicate. That's another simple sentence. Two simple sentences connected with a comma and but. It's a compound sentence. Here's another one. Start with a simple sentence. I went shopping. Let's add a comma and a conjunction, and. I went shopping and. Now you need to add another simple sentence to finish making a compound sentence. I went shopping and I bought a pair of socks. Okay, now it's checking time. Subject and predicate. That's one simple sentence. Subject and predicate. That's another simple sentence. Two simple sentences connected with a comma and a conjunction and. It's a compound sentence. Can you tell if this is a simple or a compound sentence? An ostrich cannot fly. An ostrich is the subject. Cannot fly is the predicate. One subject and one predicate. Is this a simple or a compound sentence? How about this one? An ostrich cannot fly, but it can run very fast. We have a subject and a predicate, a comma and a conjunction, and another subject and a predicate. It's a compound sentence. I hope this video helped you better understand about simple and compound sentences. Check out the description below for additional resources if you need extra practice. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. By liking this video and subscribing to my channel, I'll be able to make more videos like this for you.
Let's now look at the assignment that will be sent to you by link. At this moment, I don't even want you to think about it. I will send it to you, but you're going to rewrite each of the following two sentences so that they become one compound sentence by using a comma and adding a common conjunction. And you see you have and, or, but, and so. Two sentences in the example. The dog loves to go for walks. Dog is your subject, walks or loves. Ooh, boy, I almost messed up. Love is our predicate. The dog loves. And to go for walks becomes part of the direct object and more. But loves is the predicate. The dog is the subject. Does is the verb, the predicate. Now we've got to make those two separate simple sentences become one. The dog loves to go for walks. And instead of having a period, we add a comma, put in the conjunction, but he does not walk fast. So when you read those, they have to make sense. The dog loves to go for walks and he does not walk fast might work. So he does not walk fast doesn't make sense, because if he loves to go for walks, but he does not walk fast, they're almost like a contrast. They're different. So you have to think about which one of the conjunctions you're going to use. So I'm expecting that you're going to watch this video, and then sometime tomorrow or later today, because depending on when you see the video, you are going to receive this link that you can do as independent work when other students did it for the day that you were absent. I hope you enjoy this catch up of the lesson that you missed.